The next day, it is fucking tough. You're gonna walk to O Cebreiro. It's one of the most beautiful days on the Camino, but it is a hard walk. You're gonna walk and walk and walk and walk and walk, and then you're gonna go down, and it seems like, oh good, I'm going down, and then you go up. And each step you take is through a magical forest, but it's totally uneven terrain. So if you have a hard time, this is where you will have a hard time. It's really steep, and one step is high, and the next step is low, and it's magical. The trees are talking to you. It's like these ancient forests, but it's hard. It's a hard walk. You can take the alternate route that the bikes take, and you're on a paved highway, and it's actually easier, but you don't get the magic. You can stop before O Cebreiro. I think there's Herreras, which is as far as you can get before you start going up. There's La Faba and La Laguna or something, and those are kind of in the trees and these little tiny albergues. I've never stayed at them. O Cebreiro, it's like this Celtic village. It has bagpipe music, and it's just charming. It has these little thatched houses. The albergue, of the 4 times I've gone through there, 3 times they've not had any room at the inn, but I've usually gone in summer. There's little hotels. You might want to find a place to stay if you want to stay there. I've had to walk 10 more kilometers with a hurt hip one year. It was really tough to go to the Alto de Pollo. And there's another tiny little albergue. It's not much, but it's an inn. And there was room for me that time. Then you walk and 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 you walk. O Cebreiro to, I just spaced out. Tricastela. You go down. So you've gone first after O Cebreiro, you still have more up to Alto de Pollo. And then you start going down to Tricastela, which is in a little valley. It's not much. I mean, it's not actually one of my favorite places. It's lovely enough. There's different places to stay. You can get private albergues. There's a municipal. See if you can find room there. Now, from there, I have always gone through Samos. There's 2 ways you can go, San Gil or Samos. I always go to Samos. It's a lovely little walk. You go through San Cristobal de Real. You go, after a while, you go down, and you're just in kind of this green and lush, up and down, up and down, up and down. There's not water. There's not fountains. Once you get into Galicia, it's not as friendly somehow. There's not fountains all along this way, so make sure you get water in Tricastela. The walk is lovely. When you get to Samos, there's this huge monastery. If you're tired at that point, there's an albergue there. It's quite lovely. You can stay there. There's a couple of bars for something to eat. Make sure you get water, and then you can keep walking to Sarria. Again, there's no water along the way, and the people are not friendly. You go through these little towns, but no, people are not smiling anymore for some reason in Galicia. All along the way in Navarra, in La Rioja, in Castilla León, everyone was friendly and lovely, and yet into Galicia, and they don't seem so lovely anymore. They just kind of look at you like, who are you in our land? Pero bueno, Sarria, it has lots of places to stay. There's a little steps you walk up to get into the main part of town. There's I think it's a convent or a monastery albergue, a little out of the town. You can stay there. We stayed at, what was the name of it? Corona, or what is the name of that place we stayed? It was quite nice.
Yeah, it was Corona, I think.
Corona, something. It was nice. It's on the Camino as you go down the hill, like you've passed through, and it's this, I think it was a yellow building that's quite ornate right on the right side, and it was quite lovely. I have an albergue, a boutique hotel, and a little hotel. We stayed in the little hotel. The next day is a great day. It's on the way to Porto Marin, and you kind of just, it's a lot of flat, but it's pretty, and you just walk. Porto Marin has this wonderful little bridge that you go over, and then steps to go up into the town. Puerto Marin is one of my favorite places. They have municipal albergue and other private albergues that are really nice. Now, for us this year, my friend and I, we had gotten a touch of the flu and she had been just put down. And we had to wait 5 days. She could barely walk to the loo, much less walk on the Camino. So we had to find a place. So by the time we got to Sarria, we didn't have enough time for her to walk the rest of the Camino and then be able to get her flight back home. So we stopped and we took a train into Santiago. We got into Santiago and it was raining as usual. We found a place to stay. The next day we went into the place to get our Compostela, our piece of paper. We did it. We walked from Saint Jean to Sarria and how many kilometers that is, and they told us, no, you can't have your piece of paper because you didn't walk from Sarria to Santiago. However, if instead of doing what I have just described to you that we had done this, gotten off the bus at Sarria, and with our little soup.
What happened?
It just said low video. So we could get off the bus in Sarria, and we could have a suitcase, or we could have a backpack, and we could send them along the way, and we could have booked ourselves in little nice boutique hotels in Sarria and Puerto Marin and Palais de Rey and Arzua, and then Monte de Gozo, and walked into Santiago on the 6th day, having someone carry our bags and just stayed in hotels the whole way. If we had done that, they would have given us the piece of paper. So it was a little bit disappointing, and it gave me a funny feeling, to be honest, about the Camino, that when they stamped my passport with, "You don't deserve the Compostela," they put these words on my passport, it didn't feel so good. It felt like this Compostela, this piece of paper, is not for pilgrims who have walked the Camino. It's for people who have come and spent their money in Galicia. I wasn't so happy about that. Pero bueno, the Camino is what the Camino is. And I love it.